Hey folks, what's up? Welcome back to Fixing to Fish, and today we're going to be looking at a new lure I picked up. This is the MegaBass Grand Siglett. It's a topwater lure, and I picked this up because it's been really tough here fishing lately. We had temperatures in the 90s, and then we had a weird weather pattern that's been hitting the east where it's just raining almost every day. And when I was trying to figure out the pattern for the bass at the quarry, I noticed that the bass were hitting topwater. So I started throwing topwaters, but they weren't taking any of them. They would follow poppers, but they wouldn't take them. So after watching a while, I realized that they were actually eating bugs off the surface of the water. And I needed a bait that looked like a bug. So one of the things I noticed the most in the water flopping around was these cicadas. So I looked up what my options were for a cicada style bait, and I picked the MegaBass Grand Siglett because I think out of the three that I think are available, the other two being a Duo Realis cicada, and I think Savage Gear just came out with one. This one to me looked the most real as far as a cicada. So it's really light. I would recommend throwing this on a medium light rod or a light rod. But after trying it out, I realized that even big bass will hit this. I had some really huge bass swipe at this. So I would recommend at least using 10-pound test, because as small as this thing is, some big bass will take a hit at it. And this color is called, what is it? I think it's called Lemune. I don't know if I'm saying that right, Lemune. It comes in different colors. It's kind of a translucent green. And first thing you notice right off the bat is this kind of strange two-prong hook. It's kind of like a treble hook with one missing. And I've watched some other reviews on this. They don't really touch on what kind of hook that is. That is a hook design to make it kind of weedless. Without that third hook, you're able to take it through, I'd say, very minimal grass. It's designed to be retrieved backwards, which makes the bug walk, kind of like a jackhaw pompadour. But as far as that hook, well, let me just show you. A lot of people have never seen that kind of hook before, but it's actually on some other baits. One I use a lot is the Arbogast buzz plug, and it works really well, at least for this bait. You do kind of a sweeping hook set. It gets them in the top of the mouth. It's worked really well for the chug, the buzz plug. But on this bait, I'm having a lot of trouble getting a hook up with this bait. I think it's because it doesn't hang far enough back for the fish to grab it. And when I have gotten them on, even with a pretty hard sweeping hook set, they seem to come off. So I'm probably going to swap that out with a treble hook. If you want to keep your bait semi-weedless, I would say keep this on and just deal with it. But for me, I really don't like. I've lost 3 decent fish because of that hook, so I'm going to be taking that off and putting a split ring on. So you can see you can take this hook off. You don't have a split ring on it right now, but it's a pretty cool bait. It definitely has the right profile to be a cicada, and I think the fish respond to it. I'm not a huge fan of the walking action. These wings right here, they're kind of a soft plastic. They're very flexible, and it walks pretty well. But most of the bites that I'm getting have been sort of popping it and letting the rattles do their thing. And from what I've gathered, these rattles inside of this Siglett have been tuned to sound like a cicada on the water, a struggling cicada. I don't know how true that is, but I watched a couple videos from the manufacturer that were sort of implying that they had harmonically tuned these rattles to sound the same as a live cicada. So I'm going to go ahead and swap out that hook. Like I said, I don't like it. I'm going to use a small treble hook. Hopefully that'll help out with the hookup ratio. Alright, so after about 20 minutes messing with my split ring pliers and finding a donor treble hook, I've attached the treble hook with a split ring to the body. I'm not sure if this is the adequate size for this bait. It does seem like it could probably affect the wings and get stuck. Maybe a smaller split ring and a slightly smaller treble hook, but right now this is all I have. So it looks like it's clear for the moment. We're going to go ahead and throw this out. See what we get. Like I said, it's gotten incredibly difficult to fish these ponds just due to the volume of the people golfing. Is that a modest hit right there? Didn't take it. Oh, got him. Oh. And hit it. Oh, we had a hit, but didn't take the hooks. Got him. Got a good hook in him. Oh, he let go. He let go. And that's kind of what happened yesterday. So now I'm starting to wonder if it's actually the hooks or I don't know. But I missed a couple yesterday. Same thing. You start bringing them in, you put pressure on them, they throw the hooks. Once again, we got a hit. Didn't take it. That one felt very small. That was definitely a juvenile bass. Probably couldn't get the bait in his mouth. Big blow up. Big swing and a miss again. Not really sure how the bass are taking this bait and why I'm not getting a good hook in them. It's possible they're grabbing them by the wings. I'm not really sure what's going on. That bass definitely took it under, but we just got another swing. Again, that felt like a very small bass, so that may be the problem. I do look forward to trying this at the quarry in clear water. Maybe they'll be able to, maybe the size of the fish makes a difference. Maybe with the water clarity as poor as it is, they're sort of not hitting it where they're supposed to. another blow up right next to it. Didn't take it. Really not sure what's going on with this. I may even put the old hook back on and see if that makes a difference. I wasn't having as good of hookup ratio, but it doesn't seem to be any better, possibly not as good as the double hooks. Once again, blow up, didn't take it. Two blow-ups, didn't take it. So that's going to do it for this video. The MegaBass Grand Siglett is one of the most realistic cicada lures I've ever seen, and I think it has good action, but there's something going on with the hooks and I don't know what it is. I am going to test this further on the quarry lakes, which I originally got this for. Since the water's a lot clearer, maybe that makes a difference. Maybe the color doesn't work for that stained water in the pond. I'm going to be switching back and forth between the stock hooks, which are these double hooks, versus the treble hooks and the split ring I have on there now. And I'm really confused why I'm having so much trouble getting a hook in the fish. As I said before, I'm a big fan of the Arbogast buzz plug, which uses the double hooks, and I have not had anywhere near as much trouble getting the fish to stay on. Usually when I set the hook on these hooks dig really deep into the bass's top lip, and you know, it takes a lot to get them off of these hooks. So I'm not sure why these are having so many issues. They seem pretty sharp. I don't know. I need to spend a little more time switching between the two hooks and seeing which one works better. You know, it's possible that the treble hooks just don't work as good as these, because even though I wasn't able to bring a fish in on these doubles, I at least got one halfway in, whereas I wasn't getting any hooks into anything with the trebles. So again, that's something I'm going to be checking out in my next video when we go to the quarry. I picked this up mainly to sight fish in the quarry. It's really pressured, and I needed something supernatural for the fish to look at, because they just won't hit anything that doesn't look natural at this point. So that'll be coming up in my next video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please like and subscribe. I really need the support at this point in my channel. So I'll catch you guys next time at the quarry. Thanks for watching.